Hey, welcome to our 2006 Sprinter conversion van. We bought this about 6 months ago, it had 80,000 miles on it. We stripped it bare and we built it all out ourselves. So we spent about 5 months building and we just finished 2 weeks ago. We've only been living in the van for 10 days, so come and check it out. All right, first thing you see when you walk in the door is our beautiful blue tiled shower. We have a teak mat at the bottom and a Dometic cassette toilet. These are rigged, this is for power and ventilation for a Nature's Head composting toilet, which we will eventually get. We have our faucet here, so we have on-demand hot water and light switch is outside. And we also have a skylight in here. So you can shower under the stars or under the sun, a little ventilation as well. And for some privacy, we have installed this Nautilus sliding door. So this is the beginning of our fantastic kitchen. So we have a couple of light options. We have LED strip lights, which are above the stove and the sink. So that's that button. And then we have a dimmer switch for the overhead lights, which is here. It's also rigged up at the back so we can turn off the lights from bed. We have this awesome little plant holder that we got at IKEA with nice little hooks so we can hang up our tea towels and let them dry, or a little speaker or keys or whatever else we need to hang. And in our drawers, we've got a lot of storage. So we've got some utensils, kitchen utensils here. Our garbage and recycling, dustpan down there, and more sort of pots and pans and Tupperware. And then this is our Dometic stove. We have 3 burners on top and a nice big oven so we can fit casserole dishes, pizza, most things that we need in there. Underneath the oven we have all of our flatware, so our plates, bowls, some coffee cups, and then at the bottom some more sort of pots and pans, extra storage. And on this side we have our fridge, so pretty massive mini fridge. Fits a 6-pack of beer pretty perfectly. Above the stove we have some food storage, plenty of room in these plastic bins. And when we're cooking, we pop this guy open, extraction fan. Just check that on. The sink side of the kitchen, we have a lot more storage as well. So we have our cutlery in this one. And some more storage in this side. So we keep our milks and coffee plunger, some olive oil, soy sauce, and vinegar. This bottom one isn't a cupboard, it's just part of our furnace, so that's one of our vents for hot air. And under the sink, we have towels, tea towels. And then this giant drawer is a bit of a catch-all. We have our paper towels, toilet paper, tea kettle, oven tray. You get the idea. And this is our beautiful massive sink. So nice water pressure, this thing comes out. It's a nice spray function. And a nice tile on this side. A little bit more storage for food. Our toiletries are here. We have an extra little mirror here for brushing our teeth, doing those sorts of things. This is our bedroom and lounge and eating area, so all in one. Right now it's in lounge mode. So I'll show you a few of the features here. We have a little bit more storage. This is nice for kind of sitting back, looking at the beautiful view of Joshua Tree. This is a cupboard. So we have our curtains in here. This is part of the bed, which we'll show you later. Just nice storage to keep things tucked away. And this is a Lagoon table stand. So it's nice because it can swivel from side to side. So you can push it aside if you need to access any of the storage. Keep our camping gear down here. So batteries are on the right, and just sort of a catch-all for our shoes, backpacks, tents, that sort of thing down there. Back in this section we have our guidebook library, which is slowly growing, and just shelving for when the couch is in bed mode. It's nice to have this shelf here next to the bed. So we have a function for the light switch there, 110 volt and 12 volt USB charging. These are just little tension rods, so they're super nice. They can come on and off, so you kind of twist them to get the right size. So we'll use that just to keep things in here and down here while we're driving. Cupboards. So these are our clothes cupboards. This is my side. This is Callan's side. So clothes, I'll go back here. Got some extra blankets and coats and that sort of thing behind in this one. And this side, charge controller and a little bit more storage for clothes. And on this side of the bed, got a little bit more storage. So again, just extra climbing gear and camping gear down here. This is our water tank, water pump, so a little bit less storage on this side, but still nice to utilize it. So now you can see our couch is in bed mode. So we have a queen size bed. We're using a 6-inch mattress. It's 4 inches of high density foam and 2 inches of memory foam on top. Super comfortable. So we also have these great curtains. So what's cool about these curtains is they're very easy to put on and take back off. They're made from insulated window shades with a blackout material on the inside. And so the edges of these are all sewn in with magnets. And in each window we have these steel bars. So the magnets literally just pop right in and provide an amazing amount of warmth, but also complete blackout, which is amazing. And on this side of the bed, because I work remotely, we've made this amazing little shelf. So just using some picture frame wire, hangs up above. Perfect workspace. I can have my laptop here, which is conveniently right here. Laptop, maybe a cup of coffee. That way, don't even have to get out of bed.
Alright, so I thought I could walk you through how our electrical setup works here in the van. Basically, the brain of the van, the main center of everything electrical, is up here in this cupboard. So this guy is our Rover 40 amp MPPT charge controller, which is a fancy term of saying it's basically the brain that tells the batteries how much power to get from the solar panels, keeps everything safe and going. This guy actually needs a little bit of ventilation, so inside of this cupboard we've put a nice vent that matches the van on the front, and that keeps that nice and cool. As you can see, it's a nice warm day here in Joshua Tree, and we are charging, so we currently have our batteries sitting at 100%. Behind the batteries I have our fuse panel, which basically controls all of the 12 volt powered items that are inside the van. So everything wired all the way around returns to this beast. I have here an on and off kill switch for our power going to the batteries. So if I want to make this guy safe to work on, I can snap this. This guy here is an on and off switch for the solar panels. So if we want to get rid of them and take them off the system, we can turn this. And this guy here is the on and off switch for our charge controller. So beneath the bed currently we house our battery bank. We have 2 times 200 amp hour batteries. We've got 400 amp hours total in our battery bank for running inside. So we have an additional charger that goes to our car battery as well, meaning that as we drive we are charging these back batteries. So if the solar can't keep up, for example if it's snowy or overcast, we can always drive around and top up our battery bank here. Tucked under this section of the van under here is our inverter. So this guy is what's running all of our 110 volt power around the van. We have 4 dual sockets, one at the end of the bed for me, one at the end of the bed for Megan, one in our kitchen, which is good for blenders or coffee makers, whatever you like, and we also have one hidden here behind the fridge. So this fridge is not actually 12 volt, it's a 110 volt. So at my end of the bed we have our kind of control panels for certain things. This is our thermostat, and this thermostat is what controls the furnace. So we have a gas powered furnace, it comes out of these 2 points. This is our on and off switch, and also being a thermostat we can change the temperature that it is. So that's nice and handy right at the end of the bed. We have here in the middle our on-demand hot water heater control panel as well. So again, very simple function, on and off, and you can also change your desired temperature, so we have it really nice and hot, really good for our showers. The last thing that we have down the bottom here is a CO, which is carbon monoxide, and propane detector. So the plumbing of the van is all on the driver's side. The first part is the water tank. So if we remove our cushions and lift this guy up, we have our tank. Our tank is a 32 gallon tank, which we fill up with either a spigot or from gravity fill. Both are available, and that goes in through the back door. That fills up this tank, which then heads to our pump. Pump pumps it through and goes through our on-demand hot water heater. That guy is actually housed in the back of this cupboard. So this cupboard actually has a false back that we can take out if we ever need to get access to it. Also, there is both an exhaust for this hot water heater and for the furnace, and they're outside, on the outside of the van there. As that water travels through, it comes to our sink, which works just fine, as you can see, and then continues through to the shower. So we have hot on demand there, you just need to wait a couple of seconds, and that's great. And we've also got the shower. The shower is also on demand, gas heated, and we've used that a couple of times each, and that is working out beautifully.
So behind the driver's seat we have installed a couple of hooks to put all of our jackets on. So we've got all of our puffies and our raincoats, all of our hats hung up on the curtain rod, nice and tucked away. And then the curtain rod is for our curtain, which is the same material as all the curtains. So it is insulating and blackout. Super nice, it just comes across here, hooks into this guy there. And again, these are all steel bars, so the magnets connect straight to it. Super easy. There's some on this side as well, so we get a nice seal, keeping all the warmth in at night.
We have a whole bunch of storage. Basically the back of the U shape of the bed is all storage underneath access from this side. This guy is just spare shoes. These blocks, I love them. They're kind of Lego blocks, and they're really good for stacking under your wheels as you park up, so you can really level out the van depending on where you are. All of our climbing gear lives under here. That's basically the main reason that we travel and go about. We like hiking, it's amazing, but rock climbing is our main deal. Over here we have our plumbing section, which is the 32 gallon tank is hidden in here, goes right under the bed. We have a bunch of stuff. This is our grey water hose if we have to remove that and dump it. We have a freshwater hose for bringing water in, comes through this spigot, and we have a water filter. This is what one of our average mornings looks like. Weekdays, Megan is a remote worker. So here I am cooking breakfast, some nice eggs, and Megan's busy at work earning all the money.